Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Thank you very much to join us today to this specific workshop focus on offering a UK degree in your home country. So I just want to say hello to everyone. Thank you to join me. It's very, very nice to have people that I know since a long time. So I think that this workshop will be quite easy to understand because you are very professional and you know exactly the point to get advantage of this offer. So in the meantime, I can see that more agents are just joined us, so I'll let them come inside. My name is Richard Affolter, and I'm the director of WEBA, and we receive the mandate from Xenophon College London, which offered the degree validated by the University of Chichester, a top 21 UK ranking university. So you are maybe familiar with the University of Chichester. If you Google, you will find all the information. And Xenophon College London created the degree, and the degree was validated by the University of Chichester. So until other agent has just joined us, say hello to everyone. Welcome everyone to join us today. I'm just starting now with the workshop and explaining about how we can work together in order that you will be able to offer the UK degree in your home country. So nice to see that more and more people join us. Thank you very much. So sorry for the people who just waiting since about 10-15 minutes. And, you know, it's always like this when we start the workshop, some more agents will join us. And we welcome as well the academic dean today from Xenophon College London. I presume Sarah is with us today as well. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hi, Richard. Not too bad. I thought to give you a surprise and come in and join you, even if I said that I couldn't. But I think that you don't mind, right? I'm fine.
Okay. I'm more than happy that you join us. And I would just say to the audience that more agents are just joining us in the meantime. We just started. Yep. So I always take these 2-3 minutes on my own until I let all the other agents join us. So thank you very much. So you are based in the UK. I was just explaining a little bit how to present this new concept where Xenophon College London is offering the degree which are validated by the University of Chichester, a top 21 UK university. So Sarah, thank you to join me as well. Before to start with the presentation, maybe you can explain a little bit the concept. The Xenophon College London, based in the UK, logically, is offering the degree, Bachelor and Master program, which are validated by the University of Chichester. Can you please explain this small part? And then after we will go with the presentation.
Absolutely. Thank you, Richard. So what XCL does is we create the courses. There are unique courses to XCL that you cannot find anywhere else. And thanks to the validation arrangement that we have with the University of Chichester, we can then deliver such courses, and these courses will lead to a University of Chichester degree. So our students are both XCL students and also University of Chichester students, because then in the end they will receive, of course, a degree certificate from them. That also means the University of Chichester come and check that we do stuff properly. We have an additional layer of quality in teaching that we need to abide to, and is also a mark of the fact that the University of Chichester, being ranked top 21st in the UK, is putting their name, their faces, and all their faith in what we do and how we do it.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah is always working with the abbreviation name, Xenophon College London, abbreviation
Yes.
XCL.
Sorry.
Just to make this clear. So for all the one who just joined us today, this is Dr. Sarah Fazin. She's the academic dean from Xenophon College London with the abbreviation XCL, which offer the degree validated by the University of Chichester. So now I just give this short introduction, and I managed to let all the agents join us. I want to say hello to many of you, which I know since a long time, especially to Benarda Roshi, Jersey, Lehui, Mohammed Irfan, Nazim, Rayesh Kumar, Shekhar, Svelat, Tamila, Krish, Bigl, and more and more and more. So thank you very much. And Tatiana as well, Tatiana Tarasenko, and more agents who just join us now. So let's start with the presentation, and I will just share my screen at the moment. And what I will do, I will show you the website of Xenophon College London, which I think is the first which you need to understand. So the website of the concept is Xenophon College London, and I will copy paste this website on the chat system, so all of you are able to watch it. You can see it here because the screen is available for everyone. And you will find all the courses. If you go with your mouse on the course, you will find the undergrad course, which is business and management. Maybe Sarah, you can explain about the 3 different bachelor and the master program, just to clarify this point.
Yes, so we offer within the Faculty of Business and Management, we offer 2 bachelors, a bachelor in global management in international business and one in applied computer science. Both of them have an integrated foundation year. That means that your students, should they not meet the entry requirements for direct entry into the bachelor, can go straight into the foundation. And from there, they will not need to reapply for the bachelor, but rather than doing 3 years bachelor, they will then move on 4 years and graduate. Similarly, with the bachelor in psychology. Now, of course, we have a series of masters that are much more specific or on topics that are related to the modern jobs that you can find around in the world. We have one in global management and innovation, one in digital learning, which is a mixture between entrepreneurship and education. Our flagship, the digital MBA, which has a twist on the traditional MBA that you can find everywhere else. And then the newest additions, so the Master in Green Economy, Climate Change and Sustainability, and the Big Data and Digital Skills for Managers, which are very oriented into our I would say, business and management tradition. And then the applied computer science, which is what we call a conversion course. So everyone can apply for it, even though they might not have a degree, so a bachelor degree in computer science or any other specific scientific area.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Very important. The bachelor program is a 3 years program, and like the British, and the master is a 1 year program. So now let's go to the business side first, and then after we go with the entry requirement, because I think the business side is where is the most important part in this discussion. So I will just go back, and I will share the screen, and I will put this in a view that everyone can see everyone. So now the discussion here is this one. You will be able, let's say that you are based in, for example, in India or in Albania or in Mexico or whatever in the world you are based. You have a learning center or a study center, or maybe a center where you give exam like TOEFL, Cambridge, IELTS, etc. So you have this space where you can welcome your students from your home country to study and to do this program directly in your home country. So what does mean? That they can do the bachelor program or the master program directly in your home country, in your own learning center. So this is the great advantage of Xenophon College London, which offered the degree validated by the University of Chichester. So that means that you will become a learning center of Xenophon College London, and your learning center will be uploaded on the website from Xenophon College London, like all the others. Now I show you others. So we have other learning center at the moment. We have one in the Czech Republic, we have one in Greece, we have one in Italy, one in Nigeria, one in Slovakia, one in Switzerland, one in Tunisia, one in Japan, which is not here included, and then 2 other in India that will be included by the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So we have like every month 1, 2 more learning centers. So this learning center, that means that these are agents like you or a school who decided to implement inside the program of XCL. So how the students will study, I leave this to the academic dean, Sarah Fazin. Maybe you can explain how the students will study.
So it's a very novel and exciting concept. So the students are all put together in what we call a virtual classroom. And that means that we have international students from everywhere in the world in the same classroom that they can talk and discuss among themselves with the teachers. Everything that we do is live, which means that there's a proper timetable that the students will need to follow. They will need to log in our systems, and then they will be able to, again, chat with the professors, do work together with other peers, download materials, do anything as they would normally do in a normal classroom, but with the good thing that we can reach different people from everywhere in the world and put them together and share culture and share different point of views and make long-lasting friendships and possibly find a better job at the end of it all, because they've been truly exposed to an international education. Now, the way that it works is we offer around 20 to 25 hours live per week. Some of them are compulsory in the sense that, for example, we expect all our students to be able to go to lectures, which are the most fundamental part of the educational period with XCL. And then we also offer them the possibility to work with their peers together still in these digital classrooms, and also to work with the tutors should they have any queries, should they not understand, should they not feel very comfortable. We understand that the English language might be a barrier for some of them because they might be naturally shy or they don't think they can actually speak English that well. So helping them out with a tutor on the side, that is the biggest advantage. Now, the idea of the XCL centers is that they sort of have a physical classrooms within the digital classroom. So let's say, for example, that you want to open your own learning center in whichever part of the world we are. Let's say, Richard, you want to open it in Switzerland right now. Okay, so all of your students will be physically in the classrooms within your learning center. If they want to stay home, they can. It's not a problem, but they will be with some other people in a room, while at the same time being in a virtual classroom with people from Brazil, from the US, from Dubai, from Italy, from the UK. We have at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, looking at the time, we have a teacher from Alabama, US, teaching people that are based both in Rome and coming from Greece, coming from Switzerland, coming from the UK. We have someone else that comes again from very, very far. So they're all now together and enjoying the learning.
Sarah, thank you very, very much for this part. So this is a very important part. Now, you as an agent, you have more possibility, and I will explain you this as a business-wise. So the first one is logically, you can invite the students to come to your learning center. This is one option, which is a good option if you have a learning center. Another possibility is that you can sell this program to your students and they can study from home. Another possibility is as well that you contact local school, can be local language school, local college, local university, who are interested to offer this program to their own students. I mean, this is a great advantage. Logically, on my view, based on the experience that I had in the last 2.5 years with Xenophon College London, I suggest you to open your learning center because it's where you make more money out. And because in the mentality of the parents, they still thinking, oh, I need to bring my kids somewhere so they can study. So I feel comfortable. Parents are still not understanding to have the kids at home and doing a bachelor program. So with the master program is completely different. There is absolutely not a problem. But to have your own center, this will be a great advantage. Another partner of me decided to contact a university, and I will show you the video now in a second. Decided to contact a university in Italy, and now this university is offering this program to international students. So this is the great advantage. Let me show you the video a second so you can have an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the video of XCL in Rome, Italy. Maybe some of you can recognize the voice of Jimmy.
The time has come to look forward. The time has come for new opportunities. The time has come to look at new horizons. Dear agents from around the world, welcome to XCL. XCL is an independent enterprise stationed inside Unicusano University, based in Rome, Italy. If you are looking for a beautiful location and an international, well-established university for a bachelor or a master degree taught in English to send your students, XCL is for you. XCL Unicusano University has more than 36,000 students, wonderful food, wonderful people, wonderful weather, and a wonderful international university for a bachelor and a master degree. Grasp this opportunity.
So this is the campus where XCL has an agreement in Italy, in Rome. So this university decided to bring on board the bachelor and the master program from XCL. So they offer this program to the Italian students, logically, but as well, they open to international students. And at the moment, since they started, I think was February or March in 2022, they get, how many applications they get from international students? Sarah, you are more...
More than 200, for sure.
Okay. So they got more than 200 applications from international students coming to Rome, just to give you an idea, the potential of this business. Now, let's go to the second step in this particular time. Now, they have Xenophon College London, they have the center as well in London. Logically, they have the center in London because the main center is in London. But to study in London, the tuition fee for the bachelor is £50,000, 15000, because as you know, these are the tuition fee in the UK at the moment. Whatever university you go, you pay 12,000, 30,000, 60,000, 80,000, etc. So, and the master program is 80,460. So this is the official price if the students go to the UK, okay? So now for the Learning Center in your home country, Xenophon College London, and I will make the abbreviation XCL, so it's easy for me. XCL decided to give a high scholarship. So they decided to give a very big scholarship to all the international students who will do this program in the home country. So for the bachelor program, the price will not be £50,000, but will be £2,500. So this is, for your information, a very big difference. So I will write this down on the chat system so that you have the price, understand correctly. £2,500 per year, logically, per year in your home country. So this is very important. While in the UK is £50,000, just to give you an idea. And for the same with the master program in your home country will be 3,500 and is a 1 year, so 1 year. And if they go abroad, if they go in the UK, the price is in the UK is 80,460. So as you can understand, this price is possible for you local students to pay. And how will be the collect of the money? You as a learning center, you will be in charge to collect the fee, and you will need to pay to Xenophon College London. On top of that, you will receive as well a commission. So you will receive a commission for every student. So out of the 2,500 for the bachelor program, you have a commission of 20%. The same is for the master. So you have 20% commission. If someone will come to your learning center, study center, whatever, you will sell this for 2,500 and you will have 20% commission. If on top of that, you want to add like a registration fee or placement fee, etc., you can do this. This is absolutely not a problem. You can do this, and you can do this. Sorry, can you please remain on mute, moderator? Thank you very much. So yes, you can do this anytime. You can maybe charge €300, $300 or $400 and call this placement fee, registration fee, application fee on top of that. This is your decision, but the price remains the same for every student worldwide. Why? Because, as you know, students speak in each other. So just Sarah mentioned before, in many classrooms, they have students coming from Slovak Republic, from India, from Brazil, etc. And they speak each other all the time because they are live. They are live in the classroom. And so we want to avoid to have any single problem. And so far, since it's running, this is working perfectly. And the students, by the way, they love this because you can imagine students from one particular country. I just make an example now from Rwanda. They are speaking every day together with students from Switzerland, from Italy, from India. So this is a multi-culti system. This system was started from Harvard. Is this correct, Sarah?
Yes, absolutely. So we use the same kind of softwares and systems. And the good thing is, let's say, for example, that we had a session this morning from 10 to 12. Around this afternoon, that would be already on the system, recorded with subtitles for all the students to look at back again. Allow them, if they were, for example, absent or couldn't understand perfectly something, or they might have some learning disabilities, which is another thing we are very big on.
Thank you, Sarah. So this is a fantastic point. You just mentioned the disability for students who has disability as well. They can do this, and this is fantastic. Now, today we are here and we discuss about learning center in your home country. This is the main discussion of today in this particular workshop, because what we are looking into is to find partners who are interested to offer XCL in their home country. So this is about the workshop today. So all for the new one who just joined us, it's very important for you to understand that Xenophon College London is offered a degree validated by the University of Chichester. That means, Sarah, that every student will receive an email when they start from Xenophon College London and as well from the University of Chichester. Is this correct?
Exactly. Yes, it's absolutely correct. This happens because, as we were saying at the very beginning, we are academic partners of the University of Chichester. And of course, being leading to a University of Chichester degree, the students are also technically University of Chichester students.
Perfect. This is a very important part. Now, we had the discussion many times with agents coming from South America, especially, or from China, with the time difference. How that Xenophon College work on this? Can you maybe explain this a little bit?
Yes. So what happens is we create the timetable around the areas of the globe where our students are. So we tend to put together people that are in the same time zone or very similar. So let's say, for example, in the UK it might be 2 p.m. In Italy it's 3 p.m. In Greece is 4 p.m. So it's something that is still workable. Of course, if we have a consistent number of students from a different time zone, then we would offer the same course, but at a different time.
Thank you, Sarah. So I just want to welcome my colleagues, which I know since long time, from Indonesia. So I just want to say hello to Johannes, who just joined us now. I hope you're well. and thank you very much to join us today. We are now half of the presentation of the XCL concept. And what is a great advantage as well when students study in their own learning center is logical, the tuition fee, which is much, much lower. The tuition fee is much, much lower if they study in their home country. They will receive at the end the degree validated by the University of Chichester. They will study live with international students from all around the world, and they have the possibility to choose from different bachelor and master programs which are written inside on the website from Xenophon College London. The entry requirements, Sarah, this is always a very, very important point. Can you maybe explain this in refer of the bachelor first and then the master, and what happens if someone is not so good on English level or on academic level? Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So if we start from the very beginning, so the bachelor programs, we are looking at the international equivalent of 2 A levels, a grade BB, which in terms of percentage, it would be around 60-65% in terms of grades. But our admissions office team is able to compare the actual international qualifications that your students might have, and then we will give you an actual update on how feasible that application is. In terms of English, though, what we are looking for is usually a 6.0 IELTS equivalent. That means that we do not only sort of accept IELTS, but we can also accept TOEFL, Cambridge, Duolingo, and any other kind of big or well-known English courses or certificates that you might have. Now, when we say 6.0, what we are actually after is that there's a minimum of 5.5 in each component. So this is to ensure that the students will actually have the chance to do well in in any of the courses that they choose. Otherwise, we would have you losing your commission, us losing a student losing their money and time, which is nowhere a big win-win for anyone. So let's say that one of your students do not meet any of these criteria. We are looking to position them into the foundation. Usually, again, for an English, that we are looking at a minimum of a 5.0, 5.5 in every component of the IELTS. And let's say, for example, there's been a big gap in studies. So 10 years gap in studies from the time where they actually graduated high school up until when they want to study, that it would, of course, they would need to go through the foundation to make sure that they are able to write and understand academically. If still they do not meet these entry requirements for the English level, then what we suggest is either you offer them an English course to take them to the point where they can actually get to what we are looking at the moment, or we can offer them a course, an online one, and then once they are ready, they can move on. For the master, we are looking at 6.5 overall, no minimum 5.5 in any component for English. And in terms of, I would say, entry requirements, academic ones, a second class division when it comes to the bachelor degree. So I know that's very confusing and sometimes it's a lot to go through, but everything is written in our website. You can have a look at it, and also in the brochure that I'm sure that Richard will gladly send you over. So it's very easy. If you are in any sense trying to understand if it could be a good match, you can feel free to write to our admissions team. I'll put down the email address in the chat in a minute. We can have a look at it, but for the rest, please feel free to use our portal that is very easy to use. It's 5-10 minutes job to make an application for the student, and then we can guarantee you a response in 2 working days.
Thank you, Sarah. A very important point is if you have your own XCL center in your home country, you will have a great opportunity to develop this concept as well in other centers in your home country. So remember, don't look at this only on one place. Don't look at small, don't look at big. This is a very big concept. I mean, I just showed the video before from the campus from this university in Italy who decided to integrate XCL. I mean, they have more than 36,000 students, 36,000 students. You can imagine now this university who enroll in the first 4 or 5 months, they start to work together with XCL, more than 200 students. You can imagine if you will find some local college, language school, even private university who are interested to integrate the bachelor and the master program, how much will be your commission? So you have to look this in a business to business opportunity. This is when I always say we have to go to the next level. Because if you enroll one student for the UK, you will make your commission, you know how much is it usually. But you can imagine if you have your own learning center, or if you will find some local school who are interested to integrate this program, which all the students receive the degree validated by the University of Chichester. So your commission will be huge. And this is the great part of this workshop today. To find people who are seriously interested to open your own learning center, or they have already the learning center, or will be interested to find local college, etc., interested to offer the degree. This is the campus in Rome for the one who just joined us. To give an idea, I just showed the video before. I will not reshow now one more time, but it's important that you understand the big potential behind of this. These are other learning centers. This one is in Tunisia, in Switzerland, in the Slovak Republic, in Nigeria, in Italy, in Greece, in Czech Republic, and more will coming shortly in India, as we already agree, in Pakistan, and some more.
Bangladesh, I think.
Yes, exactly.
Cameroon, yes.
In Cameroon, exactly.
Sorry, Rich.
No, you're right. You're right. So there are more and more agents who now find a local college, private university, or they have their own learning center and want to offer this this possibility to work with Xenophon College London. Logically, you will need to have an agreement with Xenophon College London. If you will become a learning center, we will send you an agreement. You have to go through the agreement. But to make a long story short, the tuition fee, as I mentioned before, in the UK is £50,000, 15000. They give a big scholarship, and the tuition fee in your home country for the bachelor is £2,500. And from these £2,500, you will get 20% commission. And on top of that, if you wish, you can as well add some registration fee, placement fee, how you want to call this. Some learning center charge the students €300, $300, some other 450. So it depends from center to center. Is there a minimum? There is no minimum. I mean, you can have 2 students to start. You can have 25 students to start. There is absolutely no minimum. You have your own learning center. You maybe can start with 2 or 3 students who want to do a master. And by the way, Sarah, very important, yes. Intakes. There are 4 intakes.
4 intakes, yes, we are extraordinary on that as well. So rather than being like normal university that usually they offer you the September and sometimes the January intake, we use the 6 weeks block teaching, which means that anyone can start either in September, November, January, or March, and they don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to make a start of the academic year and to get more students in as possible. So yeah, it's an enrolling situation. You send it to us, and the sooner we can get you in, the better.
Yep. Logically, that's mean a rolling commission all the year. You have commission all the year. And remember, when the students, let's say you have 10 students starting now in November, then you had another 5 starting in January, then another 10 starting in March, then another 25 starting in September. They from November will start in November next year, the 2nd year. So you will double the number of the students, you will double the number of the commission. In 2 years' time, you will triplicate your commission. And on top of that, if you will find some college, university, language school in your home country, you can imagine how interesting is this business. And this is a very important part, because now everything is changed. And what we did in addition of this type of business, we contacted the university in Rome and we asked them, hey, can we merge with Rome? So can a learning center, let's presume you are a learning center located in Indonesia, I make an example, and you have students who say, oh, I want to do a one-year experience in Europe. No problem. Now they can start, for example, in Indonesia, they can do the foundation program in Indonesia, or they can do the first year of Bachelor in Indonesia. And then after they can switch and do the second year, for example, in the campus in Rome, in Italy. And then after they can go back to Indonesia, or they can finish everything in Rome, in Italy. There is absolutely not a problem. Logically, the tuition fee is completely different. The tuition fee in your home country is 2,500 for the bachelor and 3,500 for the master, and you will get 20% commission. If they will go to the center in Rome, the tuition fee in Rome is 9,200 euro. Correct. And the tuition fee in London is 50,000 pounds. So I say Rome because we find a solution with Rome and it works very well. So some students decided to do the first year in the home country, do the second year in Rome, and then go back in the home country. So as well for the parents, it's not such a big amount of money to invest on their own kids, because remember, we are now in a recession time because of the COVID, because of the war, because of all the problems around the world. So not every parent has enough money to send the kids for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So for this, it can be an experience. Some students decide to do as well only one semester, which is fine. Let's presume a group of students say, okay, we want to do 3 months in Rome only. It's fine. They just, when they finish, when they have the 1 week holiday, they can fly to Rome, continue over there, the same program they have in the home country, and they continue. Logically, they have to pay the difference when they go in the campus in Rome. This is an example. So that means they can merge with a campus in Europe. Yes. Another campus they can match is the campus in Greece. We spoke as well with Alpine, which they have a big campus in Greece, in Athens. They can study there, and the tuition fee over there is 7,700 euro, just to give you an idea. So there is possibility to merge and to see different possibilities if some students want to have some experience outside of the home country. But now let's go back to the master program. We have to speak about the master program. The master program is a 1-year master program. So that means the students, they can do 1-year master program directly in your home country. In the UK, it costs 80,460. In your home country, 3,500. At the end, they receive a degree validated by the University of Chichester. When they finish, they will be one of the top students who will get a job in the home country, because logically, have a degree from a top university is a great advantage. So this is a very important point, that they can do this master program directly 1 year. They can study in your learning center, they can study at home, they can study in a college, in a university. So this is a great opportunity. And remember, this is all live teaching. So that means that the program is already given by Xenophon College London. So for example, we had the program start yesterday. You have one intake yesterday. And in this case, it started, I don't know, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I don't know the time now. It's not me who is in charge of this one. But the great part is students from all around the world came inside in the program, and they had even a specific program. They even start a specific program. Let me explain this specific program. There was a group from the Slovak Republic who needed to do the final year only. So they already had the first 2 years, and they said, but we want to do the final year in order to get a degree validated by the University of Chichester. So what happened? This center sent the syllabus to Xenophon College London. Xenophon College London look into the syllabus and they say, okay, yes, your students will be able to do only the final year with us for the bachelor program. So this is another business as well, because remember, there are many schools, whatever located in the world, including here in Switzerland, who offer a bachelor program but this bachelor program for some reason are not so attractive at the end. So they need like a UK university, you know, in order that the students would be very happy at the end to have a diploma from a UK university. Maybe you can explain about the diploma, Sarah. How will the diploma look?
Yes, well, the diploma will look, I hope, very fancy. And it will say, for example, something like Mr. Richard Folter has been awarded a Bachelor Honors in Global Management in International Business, as an example, delivered by Xenophon College London from the University of Chichester, and it will have the logo of the University of Chichester in there. There will be no mention of distance learning or proximity learning or anything else. On the academic transcript, it might be written, but it's no one looks at the actual grades from a job for a job interview or anything else. So the good thing about it is that it will look exactly like as if you were physically at the University of Chichester.
So this is, to make a long story short, the concept of offer a UK degree in your home country. And this is why we are here today. So if you have any questions now, it's your turn. You can type down the question on the chat system. As you can see here on Zoom, there is a chat. You can put your question on the chat here so that we will be able to answer you. We have with us here today Dr. Sarah Fazin. She is the academic dean from Xenophon College London, and I would like to thank her very, very much to join us today. I know you're very, very busy because yesterday started another intake at XCL, so
yes,
it's always nice to have you here on board. So if someone of you have questions, just write down now, so she is able to answer you immediately in refer of academic questions. In refer of agreement, business, I will do a follow-up email with all of you. I will send you some additional information, brochure. You can go, you can read everything. And if you are then interested and you say, yes, I'm seriously interested to offer Xenophon College London, in abbreviation XCL, then in this case, you just let me know when you want to start, what is your feeling, how many students you think you can bring on board, etc., etc. So I will then present this to the border of Xenophon College London, and then after everything is fine, we will send you an agreement to read, to sign, and then we can start. We have a very interesting question here. Can they join graduation ceremony of the University of Chichester? Sarah?
No, I think they should join the graduation ceremony at XCL, first of all, because, of course, they graduated with us. We would love to have them there. Okay, so that is the first thing. We never had anyone asking to join the actual graduation ceremony at Chichester University. It needs to be very clear that while we are academic partners and they have a University of Chichester account, they still very much have to deal with XCL rather than the University of Chichester. So they would only go to Chichester if there was a problem with us, which we will make sure that there will not be. So again, it wouldn't make much sense for them to go and have a graduation with people they have never met, teachers they've never met, and no, I don't think so.
Question: the master is an MBA program. We have an MBA program. If
we have both. Exactly. So we have both type of programs. So we have several masters, and those are the one that you will see with an MSc before that. And then we also have the digital MBA. So whichever you prefer, the main difference is that we are expecting a minimum of 3 years managerial experience in type of work for the digital MBA. The masters don't have that kind of stuff.
Thank you very much for answering this
question.
So, very important.
Psychology. Yes.
I will copy paste the XCL website here on the chat system. Yes. And just go on the course and you will find all the course that XCL is offering. This is a very important part. There is as well more information, if you scroll down on the website, you will find the student handbook, which include all the detail. Maybe you have half an hour time to read maybe more, about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Everything. I will just copy and paste this one as well, so you have this information, which I think is very important. In refer of the application process, which is very important to repeat one more time, all the application have to be made online. Here is on top, you can see apply now. You just click apply now, and then you fill out the application form for the students. So let's say I have a student's name, Richard, and then last name, etc. The student will receive an email, and then after you ask the student to send you the email back to you, so you can continue with the application, or you do the application together with the student, which usually is much easier. So you will find this directly if you click apply now on top on the right side. Click apply now and you can fill out the application form. I will send you as well a short link which explain exactly how to do the application. We made already a webinar about how to do an application, so you can go through this and you will learn how to do the application. But in the end, as Sarah said, take about 5-10 minutes. It's not a big deal about this one. Another important point is in refer of the website, you will find all the entry requirement when you go on the course. For example, if you go on business and management, you just scroll down, you will find the course content, the entry requirement, the fees, and as I mentioned before, the study in Rome, the teaching and assessment, the pre-sessional English course, etc. But in refer of the fees that I mentioned to you today, these are the fees for learning centers. So we did not put this fees inside in the website logically, because this is only for XCL learning site outside the UK. Will all classes be conducted virtually, or can we provide the tuition here? No, everything will be provided virtually. Maybe you can re-explain this one more time, Sarah. It was very much.
So, because the actual degree will need to be equal and the same for everyone around the world. So we do the actual teaching. What that happens virtually, or whenever, if you want, if they want to come to the UK for a small period of time or whatever. Otherwise, it will be virtually. But what you can do is you can offer additional services that are not part of the degree. So the degree will just be done and delivered and dealt with by XCL alone. Just so that I show that all the students will have the same kind of materials, the same kind of opportunities, the same teaching, the same everything, okay? But you can add, for example, there are some certain centers that will offer additional courses, like language courses, just to give them an additional boost, or they offer a different program as a sort of, I would say, parallel program that run next to it, but that doesn't really have anything to do with our main program. It might be something that you are already doing. You might want to think of adding it. We do not care in that sense. The important thing is that clear to the student that whatever we do at XCL is done by us, and they have to deal with that first and foremost.
So what you need to have as a learning center, first of all, you need to have a center. If you have a center, or you contact one college, university, language school in your home country, but you need to have a good electricity. Logically today, internet must be very good, very high internet, not that the student has low internet. This can be a big problem. So internet must be very fast. And then you need chairs, table, and every student need to have his own laptop. This is or computer, whatever, but the students need to have their own computer or laptop. So this is very, from your side, if you have your own learning center, we suggest to have like one facilitator, but everyone can be a facilitator. I can be a facilitator. Everyone here, I presume, can be a facilitator. It's just the first hour, how to explain, very simple. Every student will, maybe you can explain this better than me, Sarah, what happened. Every student will,
yes. Yeah. So what happens is once the student is enrolled, so all the payment has been done, all the actual administrative bureaucracy has been finalized, we will then offer them the login credentials to their own XCL email accounts, and of course to all of our systems. We will then offer them a training session that's with our head of IT, so that they know what to do and how to get into that. But we will offer it prior to that also to your facilitator. So if you have someone in mind for that specific learning center, you can just say, how does that work? And we will show you how it works prior to that. Students will then be able to access everything without having any need for your support. They can work with a laptop, or they can work with a tablet. It's possible also with a smartphone. I wouldn't really suggest it because it's very small to actually do the homework with, because everything has to be done via computer and then uploaded. So it will be very difficult to write it on a smartphone. But other than that, should be fine.
Also, as the school is live, the college is live, everything is live, so
Yeah.
about 20-25 hours per week. So there will be students coming from everywhere in the world. And what is very important is how much percentage they need to attend. Sarah, can you, like every university, like the University of Chichester
Yes.
rules?
80%. Of course, we understand that there might be some issues where students have, I don't know, a doctor's appointment, they get the flu, or there's something going on. First of all, we ask them all to actually contact us and tell us if they're not going to come. That will not count it as unauthorized absence. So that will help them a little bit with the attendance rate. But the main issues is that for what we care, we want them to be in the lectures. Other than that, if they have, I don't know, a study session with some peers there, and we put down 10 to 12 in the morning and they cannot do that, then it's absolutely fine. They can just talk with a friend and say, can we do 3 to 5, for example? It's not a matter for us, but they need to be in lectures. That is an imperative.
Thank you very much. I just tried to write down on the chat system some question from an agent in regarding of enrollment fee, application fee, etc., etc. Some learning center charge £300, some other charge 450 to the students directly. So this has nothing to do with Xenophon College London. Xenophon College London tuition fee for the bachelor is 2,500. That's it. There is no additional cost. There is nothing else. And what is very important in the fare of the master is 3,500, and on both of them you receive 20% commission. Then if you want to add some additional cost, placement fee, enrollment fee, registration fee, is up to you, but it's important that you are clear on this. So we just received some questions about long time not see you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Le Hui from Vietnam. Nice to have you here on board with us today. It's always my pleasure. It would be nice to have a learning center in Vietnam. This will be very, very nice. We already set up a learning center in Bangkok. We forgot, Sarah, today in Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Sorry.
No problem, no problem. In refer of the tuition fee, need to pay lump sum or by separate 2 semesters? No, we're talking about Xenophon College London tuition fee officially is for the bachelor of £50,000, 15000. So they decided to go inside in this new world of learning center and give a very big scholarship. So in the end, the tuition fee is not £50,000, but it's 2,500. So that's mean that they already give us such a big scholarship, and this means they give a 20% commission. That's mean that every student need to pay upfront before to start. First of all, because it's international, so they cannot start to give, how you say, payment plan, etc., because it would be impossible. The administrative accounting will get crazy, you know, if this will happen. So they already give this big scholarship. So all the payment have to be done before the course is starting. year, for 1 year, logical, not for 3 years. So the bachelor, if someone is doing a bachelor program, they have to pay year by year. Very, very simple. If they do the master program, they just pay one time. And how this is working is the learning center are in charge of collecting the fee, or they have the option the students pay directly. There is another option, the student pay directly, then it's fine. If the students pay directly, in this case, it will be working a different way, which I will not suggest. But if the students will pay directly, then the students will receive the first invoice after registration of £500. So the student have to pay £500. So that's guarantee that he will start on the next semester, logically, if he will be accepted. And then the difference has to be paid before the course is starting. So when XCL will receive the £500, they will send an email to the students, a receipt, a confirmation, and a same confirmation will be sent to the agents. So the agents or the learning center will know, okay, my students pay. But this can be done if you have a small learning center with 3, 4, 5, 10, 50 students. But logically, if you see this in a big way, like I see this in a big way, if you have, let's say, 20, 40, or if you work with a college or university, they have hundreds of thousands of students, then it's always better that you are collecting the fee and then pay at once to Xenophon College London, because there is a lot of bank fees involved. There's a lot of administration work involved on this. So we always prefer that the learning center is in charge of collecting the fee from the students as well, because they have a local value. So for example, if you're in India, the family have to pay in rupees, and then after you transfer the rupees into English pounds and you pay in pounds. So you can imagine that it will be very complicated if there is a college, I make an example here in Switzerland, who has 100 students, and every student will start to pay directly, and some will pay, some will not pay. It will be a big mess. So we prefer to have everything under control, and every single learning center will be responsible for collect the fee. But logically, if you're a small learning center, then it's okay if the students pay directly. And this will be another procedure, as I mentioned before. There will be first payment of £500 after booking, and then the rest before the course is starting. Any more questions? Please feel free to write down here. It will be very interesting to assist you in answering your questions. I will do a follow-up email, and I will send you all the details as well. And if you feel that you will be interested, just come back to me, and so I will arrange the agreement for you. Logically, I will ask you some questions. I will ask you when you want to start, how many students you think you can bring on board, you know, the usual question that we need then to bring on the board from Xenophon College London, as I need to explain to them. Sarah, I let you go. I know you're very, very busy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to come on board. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
We keep
Been a pleasure. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Sarah. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to an end now, and I can see there is no additional questions. So I hope everything is clear from my side. And as I say, I will do a follow-up email, and I'm looking forward if someone is interested to integrate this program in your home country in order that you can offer finally a UK degree in your home country. Thank you very much. All the best. Stay safe and keep smiling. My pleasure. Very, very much to have you, everyone here. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, to join me. Have a great day.